It was like a nightmare. I mean, it was just crazy. That's the ship. I just need to get a crew position of the ship that goes to Canada. And then I'm out of this country, I'm out of this shoot, out of this movie. So hold on. Ultimately, it was rewarding to be able to put it together and be able to succeed in making a film wearing so many hats.
You didn't get it?
Need some food? You want a bed? What do you need now?
Oh, you can have lunch today. I'm so happy for having such a wonderful, talented crew. I really like to be an actor and then to be a director and then to produce. I think doing all those things at once is where it's a little bit problematic. Are we out of film right now or we're okay? I see the light like tilt, tilt. So the director within me is telling me, maybe we have to change the tape. How are we doing over there? Are we okay?
It's about this illegal immigrant who has crossed the border hoping to get a better life for him and for his little daughter. And he has an accident and he runs over a kid.
Jesus actually has met the girl who I'm playing, and she is a documentary filmmaker. I think she grew up on the streets of Los Angeles, and she stumbled upon or found out about this character, Pablo, who was the driver in a hit-and-run accident, and sort of blackmails them, him and his daughter, into letting her film them by saying, if you let me film you, I'll get you out of the country.
I can't leave my daughter alone. I just can't do that.
Then you should trust me. Because in a couple of hours, you're going to have a bunch of cops all over your ass, and it is in my own interest that you don't get caught. Because the longer you're on the run, the more footage for me.
Could you please shut that off?
All right, don't touch. Okay, all right.
And Jesus says it's like a cross between Life is Beautiful and Thelma and Louise, because they have to convince Christina, the little girl, but she's on a vacation.
We'll go to Canada.
Yippee! Canada? Are you nuts? Your kid's gonna get over it, dude.
Christina is right. We can't go back.
I went to the first audition, the second audition, I corrected Jesus. So then my mom was like, see, can you mess up your chance of getting it? And I'm like, Mom, they still might call me back for the final. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in a game. Hi! It's my birthday. I'm 6 years old now. We're going to go see Tarzan.
I play one of the detectives that's chasing after him.
What the hell?
Shh. This place is still warm.
Excuse me?
My ancestors were the hunters of our tribe in the desert. My grandfather taught me that nature always has something to say, ma'am.
Don't call me ma'am, please.
I'm sorry, you're...
Detective Bryant.
You're Detective Bryant?
Yeah.
I'm Stephen Lightning, your new partner.
She's very single-minded, kind of tunnel vision. She goes after what she wants. She's not very patient. So you were the driver?
Is she okay?
Oh, well, you really wouldn't have left the scene if you were so concerned. Listen, I think you better go to the nearest police station and turn yourself in.
Because of what she has to go through, which is, I think, unimaginable. I had to imagine that. And it's not difficult, but sometimes you wake up in the morning and think, oh gosh, this is going to be a long day, because it's going to break your heart.
Please, could I just...
What? Just ask me a bunch of questions? I have a few of my own. Like, why did that man just run down my child and run away? Why did she have to die? And why do we find it so entertaining to sit at the dinner table and watch someone else's suffering on the 6 o'clock news like it's a goddamn dinner theater?
My character, Charlie, befriends him, puts him up. I'm a foreman of a bean field, tomatoes, whatever. And I put him to work as a bean picker.
Yeah. Where's the money, Charlie? You promised to leave it here.
Well, I wanted to make sure that the truck was okay.
I told you it was fine. I need that money. You owe it to me.
I don't know, man.
What's going on?
Somebody here wants to talk to you.
What do you mean?
Here's your man.
It deals with a lot of important issues. It deals with cultural clashes.
Let me see his picture. They all look the same.
Did I ever tell you my mother is Mexican?
That's why you're so messed up. You don't know who you are. You grow up in the hood, you better know who you belong to.
It deals with the whole issue about immigration.
You gotta get some documentation, okay? I know this guy down the McCarthy.
You know I don't want to do anything illegal.
Man, you've been illegal for 6 months.
It deals with the role of the media in our society.
Is that on? I hope it's not, because 1 second of that ends up on TV and you'll wish you never set eyes on me.
Most people have a wall that separates them from other people. Sometimes it's a sense of humor, they're cracking jokes, sometimes they're tough, sometimes they're distant. She has all of those things, but she's got this camera between her and these people.
Can you just look at me one time without it being through the lens of that camera? You can you? I don't care. Film whatever you want.
Through the movie, she lets them in and slowly starts to feel their lives as a true story and not something for her documentary. It's interesting to me because you wonder like what kind of pain that she went through to get her to the point where she was so shut down and so numb that she would just film these people who were clearly in a lot of trouble and a lot of pain.
It's okay, we're not gonna hurt him.
No puedo ahora, mi amor.
What rights? He's an illegal immigrant.
It shows some real live emotions and passion that this man has, and Jesus does a wonderful job.
Would you please uncuff me? I don't want my daughter to see me this way.
Don't you fuck around, you understand me?
I'm playing Henry too. That's one of the. It's not a character, but it's the same person. It's just like she cuts her hair because he did a hit and run in the beginning in the movie, and he's running away. So he makes his daughter cut her hair like a boy. Mommy, that's not my bathroom.
I know, but it'll be fun. You see.
Oh, qué asco. Yo soy niña. Este no es mi baño.
I know, sweetheart, but we're gonna play a game, okay?
What kind of game?
Well, see, it's gonna be like a costume party, all right? We're gonna make ourselves look different, become different people, huh?
You mean like we're acting in a movie?
Yeah.
And although I knew it was a true story, I kept thinking, this can't be true. This is just, it's too interesting and it's got too much heart. This can't be a true story. And I got to the end and I shut it and I actually did one of these. You know, and I was really moved by it.
You got the papers.
I thought you had the money.
Thank God.
God didn't have anything to do with this. My car did.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
He trusts his instinct more than anything. So he kind of lets that guide him and sort of listens to, nature, as it were. Just when I was about to wake up, the sleeping owl came to me. You know, he always comes at very decisive moments. There was something he wanted me to tell you, something about a brother of yours.
I don't have a brother. Her partner is an American Indian who kind of feels his way through the crimes and clues and stuff. And she has no patience for that at all. I know I've been very difficult with my partners, and you're the price I gotta pay for this. I am not a happy woman. What can I say? I just gotta put up with you. But if you don't want to make your life completely miserable, the next time something like this happens, you tell your little friend, the owl, to show up about midnight so you guys have plenty of time to chat. And that goes for the rest of your mumbo-jumbo Indian voodoo bullshit.
You must be a Scorpio. He's sort of the filmmaker's moral stance of the film. Aren't you making too much out of this?
He killed a child. I can't possibly make enough out of this. Look,
We're not working for Mother Teresa here, okay? Our job is to bring the bad guy to justice.
You know, I don't think there are bad people. They're just people who, under certain circumstances, make poor choices.
Is the person in the movie who has suffered a lot.
Christina.
Several people that are from very different places, speaking from my point of view, obviously, from very different places, end up intertwined and their lives are changed forever.
Is anyone ever ready for something like this? I feel responsible.
It was a terrible accident. That driver is the one to blame. He's the one responsible.
I think the most challenging thing for me on the set was to direct and to act at the same time. It was very frustrating to be in front of the camera and at the same time wanting to be behind the camera.
We're gonna do one last one. It was good. Just one last one, and we're done.
So are you gonna bring me Nikki then half hour earlier than the show?
Sure. Anything for you.
And then we can mix it because we have it.
So because she's doing the bubble thing, I wanted to put it in the party just a little later. I had to kind of let go a lot of my, what would I say, willingness to control things while I was an actor. I had to just rely on Julia Montejo that co-directed with me the film and just trust that everything was going to be okay.
Julia and Jesus are so much on the same page because they wrote it together and they've been talking about it and preparing and casting. They did all of this together that they have a good communication and whatever they say to me is on the same wavelength, so it's never confusing.
My passion for directing comes because I love working with actors.
Hold on a second. You look so familiar. At General Hospital, right?
Right. Right on.
Hey, could I get an autograph?
I think I've been very lucky to count with a wonderful cast that has, done a very good job without the need of me being there directing them all the time.
I'm a little nervous because if she ever saw this, she'd be like, that girl from 90210 is playing me? Are you kidding?
She is actually the one that kind of inspired me to go to that level of, not only writing the script, but also directing it, producing it, and acting in it. It's something that I would have never thought about doing in the past.
And then after I finished rapping, there was several days where I was out of it. I mean, I was emotionally just out of it. I think, to be honest, you have to put yourself through it. And, I mean, that's what I love about it. But that's also the hard part, I guess.
Sweetie. Come on, honey. Come on. Honey, I know.
So bad.
Because if it's such a collaborative effort, you have to really treat people right. You have to love people you're working with. You have to hear people that you're working with. And based on that, I think you may be able to succeed in making a powerful film.
Cut!
Everybody's under like such short time constraints, and they're all just working to put out this one good story. This one story that hasn't been told yet. And there's something really nice about that. There's a camaraderie, and I like that a lot.
Who are you? I'm afraid you're gonna have to come with me. Fuck that
it up.
Freeze, motherfucker! Or shoot! Yeah! Woo!
That's a spirit.
I didn't write that one.
It was nice because I met a lot of nice people.
Do you remember anything that happened that was funny while you were shooting the film?
Funny anecdote. Gosh.
Funny anecdote. While I was doing the film. Boy, nothing that's, I'm sure there was good stuff, but nothing that's coming to me right now. Funny anecdote.
What happened? You have to give me a minute on that. I know some funny things happen, but I don't know.
You know, just I think just Jesus, who plays Pablo, the lead character, I really appreciate him, and I find him very humorous to be around.
Gotcha. I caught it all on tape, you guys. It was so damn cool.
You sure you don't need another take?
And that's Mauricio over there. And we have Jasmine, our camera loader. Say hello to the camera. Hey. Future
Maybe one day.
Steven Spielberg.
This is Chris. Taking a break from the office, coming out to the nice sunny beach in Venice. Good break out here. Having fun, making the movie. Everyone looks excited. We're getting a nice
What movie
tan.
is this?
It's called No Turning Back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got a lot of fun people here.
And what do you do? You're just Chris at the set?
Yeah, well, I'm the associate producer.
Oh, I
so,
see. Okay.
Yeah.
And what your job is?
I normally stay in the office making the calls, dealing with all the agents and everything, and from time to time I get to go out and come visit the people out here.
My name is Robin Latiker Johnson, and I'm the line producer. I manage the budget and try to keep everything under control.
And what do you think the title "No Turning Back" means?
Hey, no turning back. It's exactly what it is. Once we started production, there was no turning back.
Production coordinator, Andy Brown.
Dre, this is our AD right here.
Allison, and she's doing
Script supervisor.
I'm the costume designer. Costume supervisor.
I am the on-set dresser.
Carrie Adamson, queen of the props.
working in the art department.
Helping the art department.
I'm here to make people happy, make sure everything's all right, and practice my English at the same time.
Camera's reloaded.
I work as a grip.
And here is the Roach Master.
I am key set PA.
As of today, I'm a PA, not a PA intern. Chance is the new PA intern.
Je m'appelle Johnny et moi je suis un assistant de la production.
I am Chelsea's studio teacher, so I have to look out for the well-being of her and whip her into shape at times. And I'm playing the role of sexy. This ain't no way to be paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you get a job?
The whole movie is hanging in my hands.
What's in her hands?
This is what sound is all about.
I like the one where he's... Yeah. That's the very one. Grenade! Here, back to wood!
That's your shadow on the wall there? Keep coming. Back to one, please. Back to one, folks. Back to one.
This will be 53 Delta, take 1. Erase the C. Write a D.
This is the house breakdown at No Turning Back #1.
I get to wear these cool overalls and be out here on the boardwalk in the sun looking at all the whacked out people, but none more whacked out than me. There you have it.
All right, basically is what I do is whatever they want me to do. Mostly it's just passing back and forth.
I'm Alex. Oh, there we go. I can't feel a pulse. I think I'm dead.
I actually played a patient this morning, and I'm playing a nurse this afternoon.
I'm just here as an extra in the nurse's station. For an extra.
Here is Jose.
I'm gonna bring a pig in a playroom.
John, how do you like working with me? It's cool. It's cool. What about you, Reina?
Over here. This is my first time seeing Jesus Nebo, and I'm a member in his fan mail. So this is my first time actually getting to see him. It's like really cool.
This movie is very intimate for me. I think everybody was there because they really wanted to be there, and that much. I mean, I really liked that. I felt like everyone was there doing their job, and there was no attitude. There was no bad energy, and I think we all knew when we read it that it was a wonderful thing, and we all wanted to do our best and get it done.
It's very poignant. It's got a real story to tell. It's a real story that should be seen, and I enjoy that. I mean, it's the reason I became an actor in the first place, to tell stories like this.
Hopefully people identify with the story. I think there's something in it for everyone to identify with. I want it to be released. I want it to be sold. I want people to see it. I think it's that interesting.
I'm very proud to be involved with this movie. I think it's going to be great. I have a really good feeling.
I'm so very thankful that Jesus chose me to play this role, and I want to thank the company very much, and all the best of luck to the film, and I think it's going to do very well.
I think a lot of people are going to see this movie and be blown away.
We got action, we got adventure, we have passion, we have love, we have tears,
It's a drama,
we have joy,
it's comedy,
we have
it's
everything.
a thriller, it's a road movie. Well, if you're trying to be a filmmaker, think twice about it. If you're trying to borrow money from your family, think twice about it. Thank you.
Thank
you for being
very
here.
much.
All
This
right.
is a wonderful guy here.
Okay.
And a
wonderful
good
woman.
director, too.
All right. Ooh. Hey, just go out there and do it. How about you?
Same.
Same.
I agree.
We agree. For once, we agree.
Yeah, we
Thank
agree.
you.